What's up, Rich Squad guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you click the subscribe button. Road to 10K is in full effect. I'm here to bring you some action from Group C, where we have France, Australia, Peru, and Denmark. But in this video, I'll be talking about the Australia versus Peru fixture. So guys, before I get into this Australia versus Peru fixture, let's do a quick recap of what went down so far in Group C. Well, for Australia, they lost their opening match 2-1 versus France. And then they bounced back to pull off a 1-1 draw versus Denmark to stay alive at the 2018 World Cup. As for Peru, they lost their opening match versus Denmark 1-0 despite looking the better of the two teams. And also they lost their match versus France 1-0 while also looking very, very dangerous. So Peru, what's going on with you? With those two results, Peru were actually knocked out of the 2018 World Cup, and they are the only team not in contention to qualify for the round of 16. France, who currently sit on top of the table in Group C with 6 points, have already booked their place into the round of 16. They are second with a +1 goal difference and still in it. Australia, 1 point, a -1 goal difference. They are still very much alive. And Peru, as I mentioned before, 0 points, already knocked out. So guys, let's do some permutations. How could Australia qualify for the round of 16 since Peru can no longer do so? For Australia, they will need to win this match versus Peru and hope that France defeats Denmark by a big margin so that Australia could advance with a superior goal difference. Nothing less than a win will help Australia qualify for the round of 16. So guys, what were my actual 2018 World Cup predictions for Group C? Well, I predicted Denmark to top the group, yeah, surprise pick. Then France to come in second, Peru to come in third, and Australia at the bottom. It can still happen just so. I'm still going for Denmark to pip France to that first place in the group. If Peru defeats Australia in this match, they will place third. Let the battle begin. Australia, the Socceroos, the men who love to do things the hard way, versus La Blanquiroja of Peru. Australia have really shown us that they got what it takes to advance to the round of 16 by staying alive up until the last match day in the group phase, unlike their opponents Peru. Having played 22 matches to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, it seems like the men from down under loves to leave things for late. They love to leave things for last minute. Can they do it this time around? As for head-to-head, how many times have Australia and Peru met each other in the past? 0. As for 2018 World Cup form, for Australia, they lost their first match 2-1 versus France. I think they actually deserve to pick up a point in that match. They were quite unlucky. But they bounced back to bag a point versus Denmark in a 1-1 draw. Australia's high work rate and never ever say die attitude has kept them alive in the tournament so far. For Peru, whilst playing really well in their first 2 matches, they have lacked a potent goal scorer and lost those matches 1-0. Can Peru salvage some pride and win their final group match? Who are the players to watch for both Australia and Peru? Well, for Australia, Mooy. His name is probably first on the team sheet after the goalkeeper, of course. He has been really good for Australia. He is dangerous in dead ball situations. He is Australia's chief playmaker, and he has been delivering some really tasty balls into the box, but Australia is still yet to score in open play. Another player to watch, their captain, Jedinak, their penalty taker. He has scored 2 penalties so far at the 2018 World Cup. Australia's only 2 goals. He does the dirty work in the midfield. I know a lot of people won't talk about Jedinak's work rate and everything, but he is important for Australia. Look out for him versus Peru. Also, guys, the young forward Arzani. Oh man, he's a breath of fresh air for Australia. Look out for him in this match versus Peru as well. And guys, still no Tim Cahill at the 2018 World Cup so far. All that experience wasted on the bench. Will we see him or not? Will we see him? For Peru, Andre Carrillo has looked their best player at the 2018 World Cup so far, but he lacks the end product. Also, Paulo Guerrero, this would be his final World Cup match for Peru. You know, he is one of Peru's GOATs, and I wish him all the best in his doping case when the World Cup is over. He would love to put on one last big performance versus Australia and bag himself a World Cup goal. Another player to watch is the right wing back Advincula. He is my favorite Peruvian player. God, this guy is really good. I would love to see him play for one of those big European clubs in the future. I think he's like 28 years old, so it's like now or never for Advincula. So guys, what are some of the changes the head coaches could make for this fixture? For Australia, Bert van Marwijk has to bring in the young Arzani. Like, this could be their final World Cup match, or this could be the make or break match. Like, you know, it could make a big difference. It could determine whether you make it to the round of 16 or not. You have to bring in Arzani. Also, Tim Cahill has to play. I don't care when he does, he has to play. Like, you don't bring him to the World Cup and don't play him. We want to see Tim Cahill. Also, Juric might feature because the forward Nabbout was substituted out with an injury in the last game versus Denmark. Mathew, Leckie and Robbie Kruse should revert to the bench. Bert van Marwijk may actually make 2 to 3 changes for this match versus Peru. And it will need to be attacking options. Like, no time to defend. You have to go all out for the win. You only qualify to the round of 16 with a win. For Peru, the head coach Ricardo Gareca may either choose to bring in some fresh faces to make sure that they get a little sweat at the 2018 World Cup, or he may just choose to go with his strongest 11 to walk away with some pride and achieve a big W. I expect him to make 3 to 4 changes for this match versus Australia. So guys, what is my prediction for the Australia versus Peru fixture? Australia has proven that they're very, very hard to break down and they're very hard to beat. So Peru, they have looked dangerous, but they haven't been scoring at all. You know, their goal scorers, Jefferson Farfan, playmakers, Christian Quaver, you know, guys like Yotun, guys like Rui Diaz, Paulo Guerrero, they have not came good. They haven't scored. But I think they're going to score their first World Cup goal in this match. And I think the match is going to end 1-1. 1-1. Peru, they're going to take Australia down with them, which would mean that Denmark and France will qualify to the round of 16. Guys, what's your prediction for the Australia versus Peru fixture? Let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, for question of the day. Guys, do you think that Russia has been a good World Cup host so far? Let me know your answer in the comment section down below. Well, my answer to that is yes. You know, I think it has been pretty smooth so far, and I'm really loving it. So guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad!